I don't know. I'm just telling you, man. It is what it is. Sometimes, hey, when people it ain't about me training or anything like that. People get money, man. Things change. I don't care whether it's your father, mother, whoever. Father, mother, brother, sister, name it. If sometimes when people get...
Floyd Mayweather Sr. has broken his silence regarding the situation involving his son, expressing noticeable disappointment in Floyd Mayweather Jr., especially after previously cautioning him about the risks tied to such a lavish way of living. He also addressed the reports about a supposed $400 million real estate deal, explaining that the information may not be completely reliable. According to him, he has no direct knowledge of his son purchasing any property of that scale, which means he can neither verify nor dismiss the claim entirely. He added that there's a possibility the report includes some inaccuracies.
Then we had an argument on what was the name of it? HBO. HBO. Then another time we argued over by the car. I'm saying, man, what's all this about now? I'm just saying, and we never had no argument. All of it.
Floyd Mayweather Sr. went on to say that this isn't the first time situations like this have surfaced involving Floyd Mayweather Jr., noting that similar rumors and controversies have appeared in the past. He explained that issues like these have repeatedly created strain in their relationship over the years. He also revealed that the two haven't been in contact for several months, largely due to the lavish lifestyle his son continues to embrace. At this point, he believes there isn't much anyone can do, especially since Mayweather is currently out of the country.
Let me do you this. You want to play games? Come on. I don't play games. I get right to it. Come on. Now turn over. See that like that. You're chill. Turn over. Come on. Turn over. Stay over. Come on. Put your hand on me.
Floyd Mayweather Sr. continued by sharing an even more unexpected perspective about his son, Floyd Mayweather Jr., explaining that this pattern of behavior didn't begin recently but dates all the way back to his early years in boxing. He claimed that, even before major earnings came in, Floyd frequently purchased high-priced items using credit, built up debt, and maintained a flashy image without the financial backing to fully support it at the time that he went on to say that once consistent money started flowing in, Floyd slowly grew apart from him and instead formed a close bond with his uncle, Roger Mayweather, who became his mentor. According to Mayweather Sr., that shift created deep strain in their relationship. Despite the emotional impact it had on him, he chose not to speak publicly about it until now.
The first day I went in the gym, the less you get hit, the longer you last. So I took that all throughout life. And
Floyd Mayweather Sr. revealed that he isn't even aware of where his son, Floyd Mayweather Jr., is at the moment, yet he still felt compelled to address what he believes is a consistent pattern over the years. He voiced clear frustration about what he described as careless spending habits, increasing financial obligations, and decisions that raise concerns about money management. He explained that in the past, speaking up about financial matters is what led to him being pushed out of his son's close circle, which is why he often chooses to remain silent to avoid further tension. Even so, he couldn't completely hold back his emotions, admitting that watching it all unfold has been difficult. He questioned how someone who has earned such massive sums can continue to flaunt wealth while leaving others uncertain about its actual state, describing the situation as deeply troubling.
Instead of arguing on social media, that's just my opinion, and push each other in a positive way. And, I found myself in the past, the younger Floyd Mayweather, going back and forth on the internet with different people. But I'm in a better place in my life right now. I couldn't ask to be in a better place. So the old Floyd Mayweather, when I used to go back and...
Floyd Mayweather Sr.'s frustration appears to be rooted in a major statement made by his son, Floyd Mayweather Jr., regarding what he described as the biggest business move of his career, the alleged acquisition of 62 rental apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. In a video shared on Instagram, Floyd was seen walking through multiple properties, confidently claiming that he was the sole owner of the entire portfolio, with no partners involved. He also pointed out that the commercial spaces located beneath the buildings were included in the deal, framing it as a significant achievement. He encouraged viewers to aim higher, emphasizing that real success comes from making bold and calculated decisions.
As you get older,
Yep.
you have to look at things in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
My son this year is 26 years old. So in 4 years, my son will be 30. Then my daughter will be 29 in the 4 years. So I have, grandchildren. So the same thing I was doing 10 years ago, I can't be doing now. Even 5 years ago, I can't be doing now.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about growth, and I'm growing every day.
Yep.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. later stated that his company, Vita Properties, had secured the 62-building portfolio for $42 million. However, available public records suggest a different situation. Even several weeks after his announcement, official New York City property filings, typically updated shortly after deals are finalized, showed no changes in ownership for those buildings. Professionals within the local real estate market also indicated that a complete transfer to Mayweather did not appear to be close to finalization. At the same time, NYC Housing Partnership, which holds shared ownership of many of the properties to maintain tax advantages and ensure the units remain affordable, stated through a representative that they had not been informed of any upcoming transaction.
Yeah.
We already talked about Mayweather Fitness. People, I got a team talking to me in different places.
Hey, I understand, man. It's a business.
I check everything. So
conduct your business, brother.
And if you're an adult,
Yeah.
you come to Vegas, come see me at my gentleman's club. And if you like to skate, when you come to Vegas, come check us out at Skate Rock City.
All right. I appreciate it, Floyd.
The NYC Housing Partnership confirmed that it has not received any communication regarding a sale, pending deal, or shift in ownership. A spokesperson explained that in most cases, the partnership will be notified and take part in any transfer process. But that has not occurred here at AT the same time. An individual familiar with the situation suggested that Floyd Mayweather Jr. may have acquired only a limited minority interest in the portfolio, potentially with the option to expand his stake or eventually take full ownership. Whether he intends to move forward with those options remains uncertain. The source chose to remain unnamed due to the private nature of the agreement. Despite the unanswered questions, Mayweather is still regarded as a dependable partner. A representative from Black Spruce Management, which hold the majority ownership of the buildings, stated that he has fulfilled his obligations so far and continues to support efforts focused on maintaining affordable housing.
No wealth. Even like when my children, all four of my children are adults. And I told them, no more handouts. Because I feel like I'm hurting my children just by, I give them money, they go shopping, they put gas in their car, they party, they come back.
Mayor Orbuch, head of the Orbuch Group, which public records indicate owns a remaining portion of the portfolio, did not reply to multiple phone calls or email inquiries. As questions surrounding the deal continued, a representative from Vita Properties joined a call to address the situation. He identified himself as James McNair, an executive linked to Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s business operations, although his voice reportedly did not match earlier recordings associated with McNair. During the discussion, he maintained that Mayweather had indeed secured the portfolio but declined to share any official details about the transaction. He also noted that Mayweather's involvement was driven by both financial goals and personal background, explaining that growing up in affordable housing gave him a meaningful connection to properties that include rent-regulated units.
Houses to buy them cars, told them, listen, if you guys go to school or you work in one of my businesses, then you can branch off, get your own business, and I'll put the money up to help you start a business, but I need you guys to take what I've already started and triple and double that, and then...
The representative explained that the idea appealed to Floyd Mayweather Jr. because it combined financial gain with the opportunity to support the community. After recognizing that potential, Mayweather reportedly set his sights on taking control of the entire portfolio. Following that conversation, James McNair did not reply to additional calls or messages, and Mayweather's legal representatives also chose not to provide any statements. This reported deal is just one example among several large-scale real estate moves Mayweather has publicly highlighted over the years. Interestingly, his path into commercial real estate may have been influenced by an unexpected encounter more than a decade ago. While attending a game featuring the New York Knicks, he was seated next to Jeff Sutton, a Manhattan retail property owner, and Andrew Matthias, who at the time held a senior role at SL Green Realty Corporation. The three reportedly built a quick connection, and according to witnesses, both Sutton and Matthias later offered Mayweather advice and direction regarding investments in the real estate sector.
One of my new investments, I would be making $300 million a month.
What investment is that?
In real estate. I'm heavy in real estate. Even though I got a lot of cash, OPM. You don't always have to use your money. That's why it's very important for y'all to make sure.
In a 2022 podcast appearance, Floyd Mayweather Jr. explained that during his time as an active boxer, he began investing in commercial real estate with guidance from his former manager, Al Heyman, along with backing from contacts across different communities. He said his initial investment totaled $5 million and was bringing in around $50,000 each month, which he described as a 12% return on his investment. During that same conversation, Mayweather also stated that he owned a share in One Vanderbilt, a 1,400-foot office skyscraper in Manhattan operated by SL Green. He referred to himself as being involved in the development, but incorrectly identified it as the tallest building in New York City.
Man, like, you got everything, you got the skyscrapers, you got the cars, you got the houses, you got... What's next?
What I'm working on now, I don't really want for nothing.
An individual who contacted Business Insider, identifying himself as James McNair, claimed that Floyd Mayweather Jr. had placed roughly $88 million into around 20 separate loans connected to SL Green, all associated with commercial real estate assets in New York City. He said these deals were arranged as mezzanine debt, a form of financing that typically carries higher interest and is commonly used in property transactions. The source further noted that the setup offered Mayweather a solid chance to earn consistent returns, while also benefiting SL Green from a branding perspective, as a company could link its projects to a well-known figure like him.
You're going to be the highest DLC.
It's possible. It's possible. I just need everybody to just sit back, buckle your seatbelt, because I may be on the next game.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Everything takes time.
Yes, sir.
We communicate. Everything takes time.
All right. Well, man, I appreciate your time, man. Absolutely. And so again,
Alexander Zeri, speaking on behalf of SL Green, replied in an email stating, "We don't comment on specific investors. In the world of sports, only a select few athletes manage to transcend their disciplines and build legacies that endure for generations. Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Michael Jordan both fall into that category, widely regarded as all-time greats in their respective sports, however. Despite Mayweather's accomplishments, his legacy has not been free from criticism. Some critics have suggested that, at times, he was selective in choosing his opponents, rather than consistently facing the most challenging competition available."
Taught you so much. You taught him so much. Excuse me.
Yes,
What have you learned
yes,
from Floyd?
huh?
What have you learned from Floyd? Junior.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. At one time we were coming up. We have never had.
Floyd Mayweather Sr. once discussed about that he felt was judged unfairly in favor of his son, Floyd Mayweather Jr., suggesting that the decision was highly debatable. By pointing this out, he appeared to take the opposing side rather than supporting his own son, reflecting the ongoing strain in their relationship. Despite that tension, Mayweather Jr.'s undefeated record still stands as one of the most extraordinary achievements in sports history. Over the course of his career, he secured notable victories against fighters such as Diego Corrales and Miguel Cotto, among others. However, according to his father, there is one particular fight that should not have been awarded to him.
Think about Oscar. What do you remember about training?
But Oscar was the one guy that was. Oscar was the one guy that.
Yeah, it was like a.
And he had his pain.
In 2007, Floyd Mayweather Jr. was at the peak of his career, still undefeated and widely viewed as nearly impossible to beat. That May, he stepped into the ring with international star Oscar De La Hoya in a bout that became one of the defining moments in modern boxing. De La Hoya's pressure-heavy, forward style contrasted sharply with Mayweather's precise counterpunching, resulting in a contest filled with intensity, technical skill, and drama that captivated fans. The event set a new pay-per-view benchmark, attracting more than 2.4 million buys and surpassing the previous record of 1.9 million from the Evander Holyfield vs. Mike Tyson fight. After 12 hard-fought rounds, the judges delivered a split decision in favor of Mayweather, improving his professional record at the time to 38-0.
He wasn't no mouthy guy. You know, he would do what I tell him to do. He wasn't no mouthy guy or anything like that.
While the fight was underway, Floyd Mayweather Sr. was working as a commentator for HBO and caught many viewers off guard by hinting that his son, Floyd Mayweather Jr., may not have clearly earned a victory, raising doubts about the unbeaten record. He explained that if the contest were judged purely on total punches thrown, Oscar appeared to have the advantage. However, when focusing on clean and accurate shots, he believed that worked in his son's favor. He also pointed out that Mayweather Jr.'s defense held up well, using his shoulders and arms to deflect or absorb many of the incoming punches, though scoring ultimately depends on effective shots landed. From his perspective, the fight was extremely close, and statistically, Oscar may have been ahead. Mayweather Sr. went on to share that his personal scorecard did not match the official judge's decision. In hindsight, that level of honesty likely added further strain to an already complicated relationship between father and son.
Oscar been a good guy, and Oscar got ready to do a lot of the stuff with people. And
it's important to remember that in the 5 years leading up to that bout, Floyd Mayweather Sr. had been training Oscar de la Hoya and was expected to be in his corner that night before a dispute over payment prevented it. Based on his father's view, there's an argument that Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s record might have included a loss, potentially standing at 49-1 instead. Naturally, Mayweather Jr. would likely disagree with that perspective, choosing instead to step away from the sport undefeated and cement his status among the greatest athletes in history. Still, when reflecting on that fight, Mayweather Sr. also turned attention toward more recent issues surrounding his son, including claims tied to alleged fraudulent activities.